Okay, I think that begins. Yeah, it's recording. Okay, I got some new software today to record, and hopefully everybody's ready for a good class. We're gonna do things a little differently today. Alexa, stop. Okay, one thing, guys, one thing I've been talking about here is taking class, and there's almost a dozen classes up online right now. There's plenty of classes for you to take. There's different classes, and it'll keep your body moving. You do one or two of those a week, that'd be great. I'm going to start getting into a little more instruction. I'll probably do an instructional video once a week and maybe a class once a week. So this is going to be some instruction. So let's pay attention to instruction. We're going to do some double low sudos today. We're going to do a couple combinations. We're going to work on some bags here. And let's get going with just a little bit of stretching right here. Oh, we need to start class. Miss Elisheva. Thank you, ma'am. Sit. Ma'am. Class. Okay. And just remember, hopefully we soon get out of this right now and get back to the studio. Yes, I have not had my hair cut. My wife may be cutting my hair shortly, so I get my hair back to normal again. But again, I got a little bit of long hair here. We'll have to deal with that. Remember, guys, some of these we're going to talk a little bit about some using our imagination, and we're working out. Not everybody has a bag, and I'm not going to. I'll show you on the bag, but also show you how not to do it, how not to use it on the bag. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Remember, one of the most feet apart, and let's just stretch back. Hold back there. One of the most important things to become a great, what we're doing here is a defender of yourself. Being able to defend yourself with martial arts is the Chinese practitioner in the 50s and 60s, Bruce Lee. He said, "I don't fear the guy that knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the guy that practiced one kick 10,000 times." And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking, and by me practicing this 10,000 times or more, it becomes a reaction. It becomes where if I was something was trying to hurt me, my hands are going to come up and I'm going to react. That's self-defense. I'm not teaching you how to do MMA fighting. I'm not teaching you how to do Taekwondo Do sparring, although I Taekwondo sparred when I was younger. I can do that. When you get older, it's a little harder to do physically against other people, but I'm not doing that here. We're trying to teach reactions to defend yourself from an attack. I'm not sitting, so let's remember what we're doing here. We're repeat. So when something does happen, when Elisheva does something, goes to grab her, she's going to outside inside block. Bam. Hey, that's going to be her reaction. So somebody comes over here, bam, and she's going to outside. That's the reaction. That's what we're after. And the only way we get that is practicing it over and over and over again. Good. Let's hang here like this. Pull this out here. Good. Loosen our toes. I want to make sure this is recording correctly. Oh, it looks that way. This should not be broken up today. It should all go in one big flail swoop. One big video. We'll get it done, right?
Yes, sir.
What is that? One big what? One big video. Good. To the right, hold down here. Good. Hold here. Good. Good job. Roll our shoulders a little bit. Roll our shoulders a little bit. Good. Good. Now, I'm going to have, first of all, I'm going to have, good. Elisheva, come here to this target right here. And I'm going to have her do a pseudo boom, 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 boom. And that's one great way of doing it. So I want you to go back and forth with that. And I'll get my target. And that's a great way of practicing. And practicing against a target that doesn't move, a sturdy target, is a good thing. A bag, not everybody has a bag, okay? Now the next way, against some sort of a target. Good. Now we can go against the target. Boom, 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 boom. The target. One of the hardest things in martial arts training is the moving target. So bam, bam. This is consistently one of the more challenging things to do. You don't have all those things. Guess what? You got an imagination. So you get yourself in a Kima stance right here. Good. And you chop, 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 chop. Lock out at the end. Boom, boom. Set yourself. Boom, boom, boom. Set, set, set. Hitting with here. Set, hitting with here. Good. Set, hitting with here. Good. Hitting with here. Go, go, set. Good. Chop, chop, chop. Good. And again, it's imagination. Think to yourself, wow, I'm chop. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be a bag. Boom, 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 boom. Good. So some of it is just out and out imagination you can use to be able to do this. But ultimately, you've got to do this 10,000 times. For this stuff to work in a self-defense situation, and a lot of people in the martial arts business, they say, oh, that's not going to help you do anything. You're not going to defend yourself. Oh, yeah, it will. Your reactions aren't going to be, ah! Your reactions are going to be up. That's a big, big step in the right direction to defend yourself. Hands up. Good. Up. Hands. Protecting yourself this way instead of, ah! And that's what people do. God has made us to protect ourselves. You're going to do something. You're not just going to sit there and get hit in the head when you see something coming. You're going to go, ah! We're training you to go up, to block, block. But you've got to practice these, again, 10,000 times. Do you understand? And simple stuff. This is basic, simple stuff. So let's go here and chop and chop. You can do slow. Chop, chop. Let's do 2 fast. Boom, boom. Good. Let's do 3 fast. 1, 2, 3. 5 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Back to burrow. And you got to sit there and do that at home yourself. You can, boom, boom. Do a minute of these. Do a minute straight. A minute straight. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Then come back and do 5 real quick. Boom, 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 boom. You can get yourself a Tabata timer on your phone. Most of you have phones, I would think, of some sort, even though it's not hooked up to the internet, and get a Tabata timer. Tabata, T-A-B-B-A-T-T-A, something like that. And it'll tell you 15 seconds of this. Then it'll stop and tell you to stop for 15 seconds. Then you can set whatever seconds you want. And that's how we're going to work on our chops. Now, while we're doing these chops, we're going to come up with the ridge hand right here. So the chop was right here. When we chop, this area is going to be bent a little bit right here. Bend and chop. That's going to be even into whatever you're chopping, even when you're chopping this way. Good. And boom. And hit in the meat of this area here, not in the outside of the fingers. You're going to hit right here, and obviously not here. It's right in this area right here. Bam. Now the ridge hand, on the other hand, is coming in this way. Good. Yes, that's paint in my hands. I have been painting. So anyway, don't mind the paint. It's an upside down sudo. We'd like to tuck that little thumb and underneath here like this, tuck it in tight, and we're going to come up and we're going to hit with this area right here, this area right here. Good. You're going to come up and boom, and that's going to come up from the side and boom, boom. Okay, up. Good. Keep going. Good. Good. So she's coming down. The hand's going to be down here, palm up. And it's going to come and turn the exact opposite way, palm down. That's where the power in Take Kwon Do comes from. This energy comes from this twist. So you're down, and now you're up. So you're good. Let's take a little closer here. One way, one the other. 3 as fast as you can. Good. And again, I have a target here. You don't have a target, that's fine. Again, imagination. You got an imagination station in your brain. So let's come up, use your head, use your brain to think, wow, I'm gonna pop to a target. You're gonna get yourself into a video game of some sort where you're actually being attacked by somebody. Boom, 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 boom. Palm up, palm up, palm up, up, and palm down, palm down, palm down. Hitting with the meaty part of the arm. You start hitting with the outside of these fingers. Well, can it do some damage? Yes, but it also, these fingers become unstable out here. This is more the meatier part that's going to be stable in these areas right here. That's the more stable area. Thumb got to be tucked in. Good. Bridge hand. Good. 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 And now for higher belts, and this is for, I want to say, below and above. Lower belts, you just green and below. You guys just sit there, up, up, chop, chop, chop for a minute, ridge hand for a minute. Higher belts, you want to start thinking combinations. You want to think chop, chop, bam, bam. So now, and again, imagination. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Good. And you can go boom, 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 chop. Back and forth. Make combinations up for, especially in the higher, like brown and black belts. Boom, 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 boom. You're coming from the pseudo, the ridge hand to a chop, and that'd be great for lower or for higher belts. So we covered that. Now, one next thing I want to cover is let's do a back fist next. Okay, so we're gonna face whatever we're facing. And remember, in a fighting stance, feet together, feet heel to heel, okay? You're making a 90-degree angle right there at the inside of your heels. Right here, 90-degree break. Foot out, weight back, up, 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 up. Maybe the heel is touching. The foot can touch, it can be a balancer, but it's gotta be able to go up. It's gotta be able to go up. So if somebody tries to sweep you across, sweep me across the leg, I can lift up. Or she kicks me, I'm not going to go off balance. Ah! There she did kick me, but my feet's flat on the floor and she kicks me, I can fall over that way. So it's very important that stays out like that. So the leg stays out in that kicking motion out here. So you're in, just say you're in that position right here and your hands are up. We always try to keep our hands up, whether we're going to Walmart to pick something up on the ground floor, you keep your hands up. If you're reaching for something, your hands are up. Your hands are always up. You just get a mindset of keeping your hands up. When you're walking around, it's not a fist, just a mindset of, we don't want to be late. I know your hands are going to be down at times, but when there's something, hands up, hands up. I'm going to, both hands up, keep hands up. Always think keeping hands up. Keeping hands down. If somebody comes, hey, how you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't shake somebody's hand. I've been a big believer in no handshakes, a big believer in keeping ourselves clean, and now I think people are going to listen to me a little better. Get the scrubber stuff on your hands. If somebody's sick, obviously they have to stay home. They have to stay home now. Nobody fans their butts. We can't be out here if we are sick or around other people. But keep our hands clean with cleaner all the time. We don't need a handshake. We can do this. We can bow. There's lots of things we can do without shaking our hands. Shaking the hand, that's going to be done with. I'm so happy. If anything came out of this is that. I love that we're not going to be shaking hands anymore. I'm done. You want to shake my hand? Good. That's enough for me. We don't need to do that. And we're not going to do that here. We'll pay respect, and that'll be the end of it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, let's go back to that back fist. So you're here, right here, and you're going to pivot and turn, and this fist is going to come right at the head high. Right at the head high. Now, you'd like to, ideally, you're in a fighting stance, so you guys know what we're talking about here. And fighting stance, even for you people that are new to the channel and new to martial arts, this is a fighting stance. It's not that complicated. Anybody wants to say it is, maybe can't explain it. This is a fighting stance out. The feet are forming what angle is that called? A 90. What do they call that? A perpendicular line here, and up. That's a fighting stance. This, I don't know what to tell you. When I'm in this position right here, it's balanced between my knee and the two outer points on my foot. It's almost like a 3-point stance that I'm on. It's the same 3-point stance you would use if you were doing a squat. And up. You'd have your weight here, here, and your heel. That's the same piece you're going to have this back foot on. This is not that challenging to be able to do. You just have to do it 10,000 times. The secret here to martial arts is you got to do this 10,000 times. And yes, am I going to be an MMA fighter? No, I'm not. I don't want to be an MMA fighter. I guess if I was younger, I wanted to. I would make efforts for that. I don't want to do that. I want to defend myself if somebody were trying to hurt me, somebody came at me, and I want to block, chop, whatever. I want to be able to react quickly. I don't want to just have somebody come up and punch me in the head. Okay? And they punched me in the head? No, I don't want that. And that's what martial arts is going to do. It's also going to help you with any sport you're playing. It's going to make your body move better. So it's all around just good for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So let's go with this fighting stance right here. Good. Here, we're going to turn and back fist. Now the back fist, we like to position it, the power at you'd want to hit right here in this area. Boom. The back part of the hand at the head area. Good. And either way you go, whether you're this way, boom, it's that. Now higher belts, you want to spin a little faster and set. Maybe put 2 together for blue and brown. Black belts can sit here and go make sure there's nobody around you. Boom, and come out. Yeah, you can do these on a target. That's great. If you have something that you come around on, that's wonderful. If you have, and I know some of you do, I'm sure some of you are taking martial arts, they're not that expensive. It's not like you have nobody holding your target. These targets aren't that expensive, but again, a lot of people don't have them. I'll have to think of something to use for a target at home, something like a pillow or something, but it's, boom. You can get creative. Take a pillow, hang it from the door, not hang it from something, between the doors, and there's lots of ways you can get a little creative if you want to. If you really want to get good at this, it's going to take some hard work. If you really want to learn to do almost anything in the art world, it's going to take hard work. Good. You want to be a good piano player? You're going to have to play songs a lot. Okay, this girl here does piano, and she plays songs over and over and over and then over again. That's the only way you're going to get good. And it's the same way with this, with that back fist. One thing I can't see the times, okay, on this as easy as the other model, but anyway, I'll have to do a different way for that, to figure that out. Okay, so we're doing the back fist. Boom, bam, boom. Here. Remember this, for this fighting stance, this hand is about eye level. I like to say it's the gun barrel. You know, the end of a gun barrel, the end of a gun barrel has that little sight. That's your sight. Okay? So you're like this, and you're here. Your eye is right over your sight. Boom. Now when you're in this position and the hand is here with the hand's breadth away, okay, watch what I can do from right here. I can obviously block my head. I can come around, or if I'm here, I can come around, right? Elbow down, protect this area. And I'm here, I can drop down. There's a lot, I can drop, good, over, down, there's up. Lots of different ways I can get that hand to move. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Out this way. So keep that here, keep that here. That's why it's like that. It's not like this because then your head's exposed. So if I'm like this, my hand's down here, then my head's open up. Okay? If this hand is right here, if it's down here protecting these areas, then this is opened up. It's got to be right here. Protect, protect, protect. Okay? That's what Take Kwon Do does. That's what people that are out to defend themselves, we're out to defend ourselves, keep us from getting hurt. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not out here to try to hurt other people. Okay? So we're right here. Chest high, boom. Good. And higher belts, black belts, and come around. And when you're in a fighting stance like that, good, jump, and you turn, you end up in a kima stance. Okay? Very powerful kima stance. Your knees are bent a little bit right here. In, tight, and boom, locked. So whatever I hit's gonna be locked. A spinning back fist, you can hurt people with a spinning back fist. That's a fact. Okay, so we want to be careful with a spinning back fist. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So when you're, this is not something we want to be bouncing around the house doing spinning back fists because somebody could get hurt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on to the one I really want to talk about today, and that is the low pseudo fighting stance, the middle pseudo fighting stance, compared to the low block and the double middle block. Okay, you'll see in stances where they'll come down with a low pseudo, good, and then a middle pseudo. Okay, right? Now again, the middle pseudo is eye high with the fingertips right here. There's a nice little bend to it. I'm not tight, I'm not out, I'm in there. Everybody's going to be a little bit different because of their arm length. And when I'm in a pseudo, I have my hand in a flat position, and you say, well, my arm doesn't go that way. Well, it's these muscles, you got to stretch them a little bit, keep working, keep working, keep working, not too much at one time, and eventually you get it sort of flat. You should have a cup. You should have a cup on top of this. If I want to set a cup of water on top of Miss Elishava's hand. She's going to be right here, there, and that cup should sit like that. Okay? There it sits. These are eye high. Good. Okay. So that here is double low pseudo, and then we come double middle pseudo. When you do a double low pseudo, it's a fighting stance. Good. And a fighting stance right now, I'm facing that way. I'm facing the mirrors, okay? Not that way. There's mirrors on this side. Good. Now when I'm going to step, I'm going to come into a double middle pseudo. Good. Here and here. Now I'm facing the wall. What we don't want to do is turn ourselves out like that. What does that do if my opponent's right here, Shev's right here. My opponent's right here, and she wants to attack me, and I'm in this position right here in a good fighting stance and a pseudo out. And so I came this way, low pseudo, middle pseudo, I came this way. And say I would come, say I would open myself up like this. She's a big area to touch. If I'm like this, there's less of an area to get to me at. So I'm here, and it's less. If I'm out here and she punches at me, I mean, there's a spot there. That's why these fighting stances, it's important we face this way. That's why we do drills. We're facing this way, and then we're facing that way. It's almost more important to get used to doing that than anything. So you got to be able to come around and face that way, and come around and face that way. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's go low pseudo fighting. Good. Now let's back to the low pseudo. Back to the low pseudo fighting. Good. Remember your wrist. Can you see that there? Yeah, you can see that. Fist press there. She has a space in between here, and then she comes out and does the double middle pseudo.